Hello, Mike Strand here from StrandVision Digital Signage.
Today I'm going to talk about how to set up digital signage content using the Modify Signage area. First off, we're going to log in. Once we're logged in, click on Signage Pages, Modify Pages, or if you click on the top tab, it's a shortcut to the Modify Pages area. Once you're there, you'll see the list of pages that are available to you. You have the option of showing icons or not showing icons. The default is to show them. There is a user mode which defaults to beginner when you first set up, and this determines how much information shows for you. Most people set it to intermediate user level, and for some more complex features you can go to advanced mode to change it and then go back to intermediate when you're done. The display group to show lets you set up content for any of the display groups that you have set up within the system. By default, you're just going to have the all of and one individual location. If your business has multiple locations around the world or across the country, you'll have more of them set up, much like I do here. As you select each group, the list of pages on the left side will change to represent what's going to be displayed in that group. You also have the option to show only that group by checking the box. If it's unchecked, it's actually going to show all of the pages for the group you're displaying and everything above it. So in this case it would show Menominee, East Coast, USA, and all of StrandVision Digital Signage. At this point we're going to leave it to the show only this group so that we narrow it down to just those pages that are from the Menominee, Wisconsin group. To add a new page, you click the Add button. Initially it'll come up with warnings that you can temporarily disregard. The first one is that the page name needs to be filled in. You'll also see that the areas needing attention are highlighted in a different color. I'm going to set this up as Happy Birthday. The next step is to pick the page type. And you'll see that we have about 24 different page types that are here. Many of these you'll only add once, such as the company and weather information, and several others. The ones that are used a lot are random photos and images, which randomly selects a photo from the list that you have uploaded. Multiple photos and images, which shows all of the photos in sequence before it advances to the next page. Fixed paragraph, which is just text that you enter or paste in from an email or Word document. The fixed paragraph actually resizes the paragraph to fit within the region. Scrolling paragraph is for longer text that actually will scroll from bottom to top or top to bottom. Another one that's used a lot is the RSS XML feed, which allows you to retrieve information from external websites. We also have licensed content, trivia, and communications libraries that are used often. You can also add the current time, counters, and the people database lets you automatically display birthdays and anniversaries. I'm going to select that one. At this point you'll see that the enable page playback is still set as a warning, which means that it's temporarily disabled. And we're missing information down here. With the people database, you can put a title in if you want, and typically it's good to have a title so that your viewers know what they're looking at. You can set it to use full screen, which most pages can be set to full screen if you like. Abbreviated name abbreviates their last name. You can display how long that person's been with you, the department that they're in, their title, and you can pick the report type, which in this case I'm going to pick birthdays. You typically want to leave locations to automatic selection. You'll select the time period based on how many people you have in your people database. If it's thousands of them, you'll probably want to set it to 1 or 2 days. If it's several hundred, you'll probably want to set it to a week. And if it's less than 100, you'll probably want to set it to a month. The birthday information has animation, and you can control how fast the information goes by. Our system actually has a reading speed preference setting that you can set up. By default, it goes to college level, but you can change it to many other options. The system looks at how much text is being displayed and calculates how long to leave it up based on that preference setting and the scrolling speed. When you're all done, you click Save to save it, and at this point it'll start displaying on your signage. If you ever decide you want to add a page without actually displaying it live, you can set this Enable Page Playback to No, and it won't display live, but you can preview it here. Previewing is done by clicking the Preview Page button, preview this list, or live preview. The preview page and preview this list will show all of the pages listed here, even if they're not active right now. The live preview shows a representation of what's showing on your screen at all your different locations. If you decide you want to move a page to a different display group, you can actually select it here, pick the group, and click Save. Playback Schedule is a very powerful feature that allows you to pick from various schedules that are pre-set up, and you can also set up the pages to use an emergency schedule or a custom schedule that you create. You can also set a start playback date and a stop playback date, and you can set it to automatically delete after the playback stops. In intermediate and higher user mode, you can also see when the page was changed last and by whom. If you want to move a page to a different place, you can pick it from here and it'll move to wherever you select. You can also make a copy of this page or delete the page. If you've made changes to the page that you don't want to keep, click the revert button and it'll revert back to what it was. That's the basics of the Modify Pages area. If you have any questions about the Modify Pages area, or would like any information about digital signage in general, please give us a call at 715-235-7446. Email us at sales@strandvision.com. And if you don't have an account with us, visit www.strandvision.com and follow the Take StrandVision for a Test Drive links to get a free 30-day subscription. Thanks so much for your time, and we look forward to seeing you again soon.